Hello guys, this is Mega Mind here. Welcome back to my channel. Alright, I just want to do a little breakdown of my trade today on the news event. So it was pretty much a good day, but then a tough one at the same time. You know, anytime there is major news event, and especially CPI, FOMC, and NFP, these news event tend to has a way of building liquidity and has a lot of manipulation, especially for us who trade algo, algo concepts, do the low risk to big reward kind of stuff. So it was kind of a tough day, and at the same time a very beautiful one at the same time. So let me just do a little breakdown for you guys. Remember yesterday I told you guys that, okay, I didn't make a video yesterday. It was on my IG handle. I posted my trade, this buy I took yesterday. So, and yeah, I think the last video I dropped on my YouTube, I talked about these areas where I was going to be looking for buys, because these areas here have not been violated. So this is very valid for buy continuation. So I was able to engage this buy at this point, and I held up until this point. So now the problem here was that this sell was too fast for me. So when price got into this place, it rejected, and then I was looking at it, I was considering getting in, but price didn't come back for me. That was how price, went down and then just kept going down. Already I've taken like very huge volume from these buys, because of course I knew that price were going to sell because of this reaction and then this violation here at the low. So I knew that price was going to be selling, today. So what did I do? I woke up this morning, I saw my flip zone at this point, and then let me zoom back in. So I saw my flip zone at this point, so which is like for me a very valid point to look for sell continuation. Then of course we had loads of liquidity sitting at these lows, and we have this liquidity, this trendline liquidity build up here, and we have loads of liquidity here. So if we are going to be going down, I knew that all of this liquidity, price is going to come for all of this liquidity. Let me draw that real quick. So we have this liquidity is here, then we have this liquidity here. So all of this trendline liquidity was going to be the target for price. So what I did was that during London, we had the buys. I think I engaged the sells right after the sweep. I got in on the sells. Let me show you guys real quick. So this was where the magic happened. So after price swept my flip zone, I got in on the sells. It was doing well. I didn't want to break even because I knew that sometimes price can decide to come back to the extreme to continue to sell. So I had my stops open, so when price came into this area, it took me out. Now, the moment price violated this area, for a short time, price switched. So I thought, okay, since we had that violation, price was going to probably come into something here, around this point, so that we can have the sell-off, kind of. I said, okay, if that's what price is going to do, so let's play the game, because this sell was a valid area for sell continuation. So we had this manipulation. So price took out this guy, and then if we are going to be going higher, this area that took out this guy wasn't supposed to be violated. So when price came And price returned to this level, took out this low, I engaged on the buy. Yeah. I knew that if we were going to be buying to the upside, excuse me, if we're going to be buying to this upside, then this area shouldn't be violated. For any reason, this area shouldn't be violated. So I had another L. I was like, what is EU doing? Like, I don't even understand what EU is doing right now. Buy areas have been violated, sell areas have been violated. And trust me, if you are not like me, if you probably would do this, let's say 10, 20 pips for you, if you were going to do something like this, trust me, you're going to be in this. Let me say this. You had 15 pips stop, or 10 pips, let's say 10 pips. Trust me, if you are doing 10 pips, you are good to go. But of course, I like it. I like the big risk to the small risk to reward and the big reward kind of stuff. So I was wondering, okay, levels I take my trades from, price is not meant to violate them. Like, if price is going to violate them, then I consider that trade invalid. So whether you're using a big stop or you're using a small stop, my areas are very, very precise. So that was it. Let me go back. So let me go back. So cool. We had price came, swept me, and then I engaged the buys here. I said, okay, but of course it was a very low probability buy and I didn't even risk much. So price violated it. Look at it. My invalidation point. This was where my invalidation point. As soon as price broke it, I was like, this sell is going to come. Like, this confirmed for me that we are going to sell. So what I did was that I said, okay, since we're going to be selling, I waited for price to sweep this guy, mitigated, the price came to the extreme, and then I engaged. I engaged this guy just before the news release. I engaged this guy from it. So it was running pretty good. Came into this level. Price was finding it difficult to take out this level again. I was like, what's going on with EU? And trust me, I refused to break even on this trade. So I was just watching it, and then what happened was the news first was a buy. So when the news came, price took out all of this liquidity. Then I saw that when news price took out all of that liquidity and then price came back to rejected back into the areas. And then this was the areas, of course, if price was supposed to sell, this was the area for sell continuation. So something like this, we're supposed to have like price do this, yeah. So for some reasons, I don't know why price choose to violate this level. So when it did that and then came back into this level, then came back to these lows and then returned to this point, that was when I entered. I knew this was a total manipulation. This buy move was a manipulation, to take out all of the guys who have entered. And trust me, when price does this, what it means is that there's a big move coming. So this was a total manipulation of price. So when I had this move to the upside and then this rejection, that was when I hit the trigger button at this point for the sell. Then I held. When I entered the sell, I saw the momentum towards the downside. I knew that price was coming for all of this liquidity on the H1. Was coming for all of that liquidity on the H1. So I held my positions. Price took out this liquidity, and came for this. I was like, trust me, guys, I'm not looking for buys anytime soon. Like, trust me, price is going to give me like a structural point for me to engage on any buys for now. So for now, I'm just going to watch price to see what price does. So that was pretty much it for the sells. It was a huge sell. You see, a very good risk to reward. So and all my losses for today was recovered in a single move. Like, I don't even know. Today was just something else. I knew that if this move was going to come, they just want to take you out before the real move. Yeah, so, and I trust my levels. Yeah, guys, trust me. I trust my levels. Wherever I'm taking my trade from, I know that it's a strong level. So if price is going to violate it, then that level is not going to hold. But for this price action here, I've seen this happen. Especially, I told you guys, when we have major news event like NFP, CPI, you tend to have things like this play out. And if you don't understand market structure, trust me, you're going to have issues with this kind of price action. So I know a lot of people, after price took out this level, they are looking for buys. Now, the reason why you're not supposed to be looking for buys is because of this. So if you pay attention to price action, if you understand what price action is all about, this particular violation of this low has invalidated any buy. So whatever is happening is most likely a manipulation for the sell to continue. So I understood this. I've seen this countless number of times, and that was the reason why I wasn't looking for any buys. I've been victim of this many times. So I study my chart a lot. So I know what I'm talking about 100%. So that was it, guys. That was it for today. It was a beautiful day. I'm not gonna lie. And then we cut the huge sell. All right, guys. My dog is at the background disturbing me. So catch you on the next one. I'm out. Peace out.